It's 2 years ago. Lee has had some journey, and she joins me now with another remarkable young woman, social media star Montana Tucker. She's the granddaughter of Holocaust survivors, and now she wants to bring people together. And for the past 2 years, she's used her following and her agency to combat anti-Semitism. She has tried to help the children of October 7th, and she went to Gaza recently to aid the suffering. Lee in Montana join me now. Thank you very much for joining me on a very sober day. It is good to see you both. Lee, you look well. I have been following best I can. What do you want people to know about where you are 2 years later?
I can definitely say that although my eyes were shattered in the past, the cracks became the lens of my truth, my resilience, and my strength. And please God, in the future, I'm able to provide resources and strength to others that are going through trauma, and continue helping and giving back, because when I give back, that's what heals me. And it's taken me a long time to accept that and to realize that, but
Montana is one of your advocates, and it is interesting to me to watch, Montana. You went into this with your heart. You then got an education with your head about the pushback, and then decided to basically double down. Why is it worth what comes along with the advocacy that you have chosen?
For me, there's no other option. I am the granddaughter of Holocaust survivors, and I know if there was social media back in the day during the Holocaust, I know for a fact my grandparents would have done everything that they could to use their platforms and their voices to speak out. So for me, I've been to Israel 7 different times since October 7th. I would be there every day if I could, and the last trip that I went to Israel, I went into Gaza, into Rafah, and I wanted to show the world what was really happening there with all the propaganda that is coming out and people saying that Israel is blocking the aid. It was very important for me to show that Israel is not blocking the aid, and they're actually helping the aid get in with the GHF, Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, that I went in with. And for me, I will always continue to use my platforms to stand up for what is right, to stand for humanity, and to show the truth.
Were you scared there?
You know what? I wasn't scared at all. My mother, who came with me, was definitely scared. But for me, I had just one mission and one goal on my mind. And so for me, if it was to risk my life to be able to make an impact and make a difference, I had to do it.
Lee, America has always been a safe space for the Jews. Now, is that a fully true statement? No. Why? Because it took us a while during World War II. Jews were turned away, and it was hard to find friends. But eventually, America wound up in the right place on that war. When you live now as a young person in this country, how do you process what you're seeing happen around you in terms of how Israel, how Jews are viewed where you live in America?
It's quite terrifying. I mean, I started nail school half a year ago, and I was terrified to tell my classmates and my colleagues that I'm a Jew and that I survived October 7th. And in fact, they had to find out by me having a full-on panic attack in front of the class because one of the balloons popped and I didn't see it. And then they had to realize what happened, which I'm glad that happened in front of their eyes. Maybe it gave them, a chance to look into my story and, get some impact. But at the end of the day, it's hard to tell people that I'm a Jew, and I try to stay with my people. And when I'm around, other people that are not Jewish, I just, I respect them, but I just don't say that. I just don't speak that I'm a Jew, and I keep it to myself because you just never know today.
I am very anxious for the day. I'm excited for the day when you don't have to do that. Not here, not ever. And I think that's what has to be worked toward. No matter how people feel about the conflict, we have to get back to understanding our shared humanity, our interdependence. And Lee, I know you're doing it your way, and Montana, you're doing it in a loud and proud way. And I am here for it, and I worry, but I respect your efforts, and I wish you well, and I'm always here to help bring people together. Montana Tucker, stay safe and stay effective. And Lee, you know how to get me. If you ever need me, I'm a call away. The nails, you can't help me, but I'm here for anything else.
Thank you so much, Chris. Have a good night. It was nice.
All right. All blessings to you both, especially on this difficult day. Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.